Yes, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever it is around the world you are tuning in. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Lillehammer 2021, the World Power Snow Sports Championships. It's day 10 and we absolutely cannot wait to get underway with more power snowboarding action to bring you live here from a rather foggy Lillehammer. With a little over a month to go until the 2022 Beijing Winter Paralympics, this is the last chance for these athletes to get themselves in the zone. A chance today to be crowned world champion, even more significant than in previous years. Well, this year at the Lillehammer 2021 World Power Snow Sports Championships, it's the first time in history that the Power Alpine Skiing, Power Biathlon and Power Cross Country and Power Snowboard World Championships are all held in the same city at the same time. A truly remarkable event that promises to be gripping from start until finish. Well, you can see the athletes just going through their final preparations with coaches and with their colleagues as they prepare themselves for this, the final day of snowboard action. We have the men's snowboard cross team events to bring you, as well as the women's snowboard cross team event to bring you. We'll start with the quarterfinals of the men's. We'll go through all the quarterfinals of the men's, then the semi-finals of the men's, followed by the final of the women's. As mentioned, cloudy and misty today with a snow temperature of -7 and air temperature of -3, but I can assure you it feels a lot colder than that. Thankfully though, no wind for the athletes to contest with as they are coming down the course. Quite a strange sort of vibe in the air with the fog just settling below the mountains. The course is called Main Park, the length 950 metres, a vertical drop of 153. The start line is at 837 metres with the finish line down at 684. And what's odd about the conditions today is it's foggy at the top and then not foggy in the middle and then foggy at the bottom. It's all a mismatch of fog, and that just adds to the sense of adventure and excitement as we are leading into this final day of snowboarding action. Cannot wait to bring you live coverage. Well, in snowboard cross, power athletes compete against each other to set the fastest time. In simple terms, the fast team over the finish line wins. So we'll take a look at the starting order then for the women's snowboard cross team. It's the Netherlands, Canada and Switzerland. Van Beek and Van Schotten up against Hamel and de Jong and Chop and Walther. Netherlands, Canada and Switzerland. We go by bib colours rather than bib numbers. So we'll read you out the bib colours as we try to identify which athlete is where. This will be the start for the men's quarter-final 1 and the quarter-final 2. 3 teams in the first quarter-final, 4 teams in the second, 4 teams in the third, and then 3 teams in the fourth. The top 2 teams will go through to the semi-final, where they will compete for a place in the small final, and then of course the big final. The small final consisting of 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th place. The big final consisting of the medal positions. All up for grabs here as some athletes look to make it 3 golds out of 3 here in Lillehammer in the snowboarding event. This is the first time this event has been included in the major competition like this as well, in terms of it being a team event, and that really gives you an indication, that shot there, of just how the conditions are changing here. It could be the fog completely disappears by the time it comes to your run. It is really hard to tell, but it does look like it's here to stay. But we're looking forward to getting underway with the men's quarterfinals. Our first live coverage here from Lillehammer, the men's quarterfinals 1, where it's USA 1, Germany and Korea 1. So USA 1 and USA 2 will be competing in this competition. Same with Korea. RPC have 2 teams, as to Japan. So the team's making the most of the opportunity to get as many of their athletes out onto the course as possible. And you can see then the athletes warming up, getting ready to take part in this first of the quarterfinals. So it's going to be Strong and Schultz for Germany, Keller and Schmidt for Germany, and for Korea it's Jong and Lee. So the calm before the storm here. And the way that this works, just to explain a little bit more. So the first run is pretty much for positioning for the second run. It'll be a penalty time of 3 seconds if you finish, well, obviously further down. Here we go then. We are underway in the first of the quarter-final. It's USA in the red, it's Germany in the green, and it's Korea in the blue. Flying start from USA, a team which consists of Strong and Schultz, who've won pretty much all there is to win in para-snowboard cross and para-snowboard slalom. Flying starts from USA. The top 2 go through, but this is the first of 2 runs, don't forget. So their teammates will tag them and they will go down in order after they have finished this first of the 2 races. Stunning start this from USA, and you can see just how tricky those conditions are with the fog. And USA, well, will be looking to build on this good start. So the teams have seemed to gone into a bit of a rhythm. That penalty time of 3 seconds will be really quite difficult to make up. So if USA do keep this excellent pace here, final jump, crossing the line, and it is Team USA out in front. USA won. Oh, close finish that between Germany and Korea. So it's a maximum time penalty of 3 seconds. That will be added to the time. USA absolutely smashing that. Strong and Schultz, USA Team 1. Let's emphasise that. Team 2 will be in the second quarterfinals. The earliest the USA Team 1 and Team 2 can meet each other in this competition will be in the finals. So, getting ready to get underway with the second of this quarterfinal bouts between USA, Germany and Korea. Germany in the green on the right-hand side of your screen, USA in the red in the centre of your screen, Korea in the blue. Heads down, 3 second time penalty. Off we go then, USA absolutely flying away, and you would think this would be USA with this victory. Huge advantage, 3 seconds heading down the initial stage of the course and disappearing out of view. Look at that thick fog. It's nearly impossible to see. Just adding to the challenges these athletes already have to overcome to even get on the slopes. Wonderful stuff here in Lillehammer. These athletes being tested to the limit, and I must say this is a fast ride from Korea, who are doing their best to catch up the United States. Bear in mind, it doesn't matter if they don't finish first. It's the top 2 that go through to the semi-finals. It's looking like it could be USA in first with Korea in second. Germany look out of things at the moment, but a fall would change everything. Heading to the final stages of this course then. USA in first place, Korea in second. It's going to be USA who are going to enter the semi-finals in the perfect possible way. A little trick there just to add to it. Great stuff by USA, strong finish by Korea. And coming home in third place, we say goodbye to the team from Germany of Keller and Schmitz, who competed in the LL2 and the LL1 category in the cross and slalom. Another thing worth mentioning there, actually, is obviously with the team events, it's the first time we get to see athletes from different disciplines competing in the same events. In men's, you have to have a combination of LL2, LL1 and UL. In the women's, you can have a combination of all LL2 athletes. So we're just seeing then the highlights from a very strong opener from the USA. They're through to the semi-final. Who will they meet on the other side? We will find out shortly. Quarter-final 2 coming right up. So these are the athletes and teams and nations taking part in the second of the quarterfinals. Great Britain, Canada, Italy 2 and RPC 2. James Barnes, Miller, Ollie Hill, Massey and Turner, Priolo and Morrow, Akhmadulin and Latchev from RPC. So we're going by bib colour again, green, red, blue and yellow. Great Britain in the red in the middle. Canada in the green. Italy 2 in the blue, RPC 2 in the yellow. Strong start that there from the team from Canada of Massey and Turner. Again, we lose the athletes in that thick, thick fog. Look at that. That is the thickest fog we've had here in Lillehammer over the course of this World Championships. So, strong start by Canada. Great Britain flying down. James Barnes-Miller from Great Britain, a silver medalist in cross, a bronze medalist in slalom, picking up a couple of medals, looking to make it 3 out of 3. Shooting down the course here. Italy 2, not too far off. Lost sight of RPC 2. It's easy to lose yourself in this fog, isn't it? Heading towards the latter stages of this course, this first run. Who is going to cross the line in first place? There's the jump, and it is Canada flying through. Great Britain in seconds. Work to be done for Italy and for RPC. They lose 3 seconds on the leader. The Canadian team of Massey and Turner. Massey with a silver in slalom, Turner with a gold in cross and a bronze in slalom. Another athlete looking to make it 3 out of 3 medals. So you can see there, that's slipped straight away from Russia. That's why they were out of contention. But they have also the chance, and I love that final jump, just a little heel flick. Ready, wait for it, there we go. They can't help themselves, can they? Great fun. So, it is now the second run, the second heat in this quarterfinal 2. Canada, Great Britain, Italy and RPC. Great Britain with 1.75 penalty. Italy will have 3 seconds.
Right us into the gate.
As will RPC 2.
Right us ready. Attention.
Off we go. So there you can see the time penalty for RPC 2 and for Italy 2. Flying start there from Canada. Massey and Turner will be looking to get through to a final, but closely followed by Great Britain. Could be an interesting battle this here, as we see Great Britain looking to try and make up that pace. So it's a flat-out race, this, between Great Britain and Canada. It's simply a case of finishing the course now for these two nations. The Great Britain are really closing in on Canada here. Getting a wide line, Great Britain. Doesn't make any difference if you finish first or second, don't forget. It's just a case of finishing in the top 2 to get through to the semi-final. But both these athletes, look at the time that's been made up here. It's going to be a close finish as we approach the final section of this course. There'll be 1 jump to go, and it is Canada ahead of Great Britain just by 0.38.
Amazing ride.
And we do say goodbye to Italy 2 and RPC 2. So time now for quarter-final 3, and you can see Lucchini, Cardani, Montagioni and Vaglica, Okamoto and Kasoda, Park and Lee taking part in this quarter-final for Italy, France, Japan 2 and Korea 2. It's Italy 1 taking part in this quarter-final.
Right us into the gate. Right us ready. Attention.
Anticipation before the start, and the gates are down. It's a slow start that there from Italy 1, who have made it up a little bit, and also a slow start for Korea 2. But locked in a battle for first and second is France and Japan 2. Back into things then come Italy 1, Korea 2, with work to be done. Strong starts from France. Oh, and that's a shame. It seems like Italy 1 have fallen back and could be out of things, so this becomes a flat-out race for first and second. Trying to stay in touching distance is Korea 2. And there comes Italy 1. Strong finish, strong start, strong performance from France. Japan in second, 0.73, so that one's still up for grabs. Korea coming home in third, they'll take the 3-second time penalty, and Italy 1 a bit further back down the line.
10 seconds after, will transfer into a penalty of 3 seconds.
So good news, the fog does appear to be clearing. The athletes will certainly be grateful for that as we head into the second part of the quarterfinal 3. France out in front, Japan in second, just 0.73 between those two. It'll be interesting to see how they get on, who is going to finish ahead in this third quarterfinal. Korea and Italy, one with work to do. Gates down and away we go. France out ahead of Japan. Back of the grid is Korea. Italy separate the two. So a solid start from France. Montagioni and Vaglica. Montagioni with 2 goals already at this event, looking to make it 3 out of 3, and France have started in the best possible way. The fog has cleared just like that. We did mention it could be a difference in 2 runs that clear the fog, and it's amazing how quickly the conditions change here in Lillehammer. Oh dear, we've had a fall. We've had a fall, so I think that was, yeah, there we go, that's Korea. So Korea out of things for the moment. Oh, wonderful overtake that. Goodness me, are we about to see a change in second place? Well, in first place, it is going to be France who secure their place in the semi-final. Who's going to come home in second place? It's closest right to the line. Oh my goodness me, Japan have snuck in ahead of Italy. What a finish. Japan have done it. Okamoto and Kasuda can't quite believe it. They are through to the semi-final in the most dramatic of circumstances. Photo finish here in Lillehammer. Japan have done it. It's goodbye to Italy and goodbye to Korea. So, time to conclude the men's quarterfinals 3. There you go, France in top position, Japan in second, Italy in third, narrowly missing out on a place in the semi-final. So, time to build up then to our 4th and final quarter-final. Oiwani and Ichikawa from Japan. It's Ichikawa out first from Japan. If you watched yesterday, you'll remember his celebration on the finish line, where he dipped his face in the snow, imitating his breath-holding competition he'd had with one of his teammates the night before. So a slight interruption I'm wondering if it's possibly for the fall we had. So it gives us a little bit more of a chance to talk about that story from Ichikawa. And my colleague Ewan, who will be doing the interviews a little bit later, joins me in the commentary box. We've only got one headset here, so we can't hear his thoughts. But do you remember who Ichikawa's teammate was? We'll find out. But basically, just a fun little story for you here. So Ichikawa was in the spa, and myself and Ewan, today's reporter outside, were watching on as he had a breath holding competition with his teammate, and we said to him, if you do win, you've got to imitate holding your breath in the water. And he did it. Watch back yesterday's coverage and you'll see he put his head in the snow. Well, a little bit of concern here for obviously the health of the Korean athlete. Obviously that's the most important thing. The track does appear to be cleared though, so we will be able to get underway with the men's quarter-final four. Japan RPC 1 and USA 1. This is a really interesting battle actually. USA have always got a good team. Tyler Burdick won bronze yesterday. Oh, nearly a false start there from RPC 1. So this is a straight-out battle between through athletes. Japan move up into second place. In first place, it is USA 2. RPC 1 with work to do. Top two overall go through. You can see the fogs come back. That's, again, another indication of how quickly these conditions can change. Fog or no fog, that is the question. So, flat-out battle between USA and Japan at the moment. RPC 1 with work to be done. Japan 1 and USA 2. And it looks like Japan might have moved into the lead here. It is absolutely toe-to-toe. Japan move into the lead. So an inside line there from Ichikawa of Japan puts him up into first place. Really well respected athletes. Finishing 5th overall in the individual cross yesterday. And getting everything right here. Final jump, and it is Japan who take the fastest time. Ahead of the USA, who are themselves ahead of RPC 1, who have work to do for the second run. So it was a slightly slower start there by Japan 1, but Ichikawa managing to get ahead of, I think it was Tyler Burdick on the course. Another athlete I had a conversation with in the pool. Big smile on the faces of the athletes. So here we go. The second run about to get underway. Japan with the advantage after the first run. RPC 1 with work to do. USA 2 have to consolidate their second place. So Japan 1 are away, as are USA 2. RPC 1 in third place. Sun's come out at the top of the arena. Very, very foggy in the middle part. Almost to the point where you can really have to, it's quite hard to see the athletes. And you can see the sun in the background. So it's going to be changing conditions, you feel, throughout the course of these bouts. Well, my goodness me, that's fantastic riding there from RPC, who move up into second place. So RPC 1 have gone from the brink of elimination to now up into second place. It looks like Japan 1 have consolidated that first place, but now we've got a real slog for second and third. Third place goes out of the competition. So it's always wide there by USA 2. It's going to be Japan 1 who take the victory. Final jump, little trick. Japan 1 are through, and it is RPC who make it through against all odds. RPC 1 are through alongside Japan 1. We say goodbye to USA 2.
But it was a tight race. Congratulations. RPC and Japan moving on.
So we're going to take a brief break from the fog and the men's snowboard cross team events. And we're going to introduce some very special guests here in the fog. Yeah, you can see the fog there above the mountains, but that is confirmation of the semi-finals. USA 1 versus Great Britain. So USA 1 will be in the red, Great Britain will be in the green, Canada will be in the blue, and Korea 1 will be in the yellow. This is part of the challenge we have here in the commentary box, working out who is in what bib. Japan 1 will be in the red, France in the green, RPC 1 in the blue, and Japan 2 in the yellow. So it's time now for the Norwegian Young Guns. Nora Heggie, Alia Hekni Herskedal, Pia Johnson, and Ichadal Stavanes. And we're going to enjoy this run.
For the start, semi-finals men team challenge. The 2 semi-finals go ahead.
Это воин. Ахиллес.
Just a bit.
Here we go then, the start list for the first of the semi-finals. USA 1, GB, Canada and Korea. So the athletes just getting themselves prepared and ready for this, the first of the semi-finals. The top 2 teams will make their way through to the final. Bottom 2 teams will have to contest for the small final. So we'll introduce the athletes individually. Strong and Schultz for USA 1. For Korea 1, it's Young and Lee. Come back to that in a moment because the race is about to start. Off we go then. Semi-final 1 underway, and then look at how close that is. Who will get the cornering first? Oh, there's a collision. Oh, there's a collision, and that is USA 1 who are down. Wow, my goodness me. Easily the favourites coming into this semi-final, tumbling at the first corner. Drama here in the first semi-final. They were all so close together, it felt like something had to give. Canada are flying. In second place, it is Korea 1. And in third place, it is GB. So GB closing in, and looks like we could. Oh, it's another fall! GB are down. Oh, and he's lost his goggles as well. So that's GB out of things. USA falling, GB falling. It's cleared the way for Canada and Korea. Crossing the line with a bit of a trick and a bit of fun as well. Canada lead the way. Korea 1 in second. Drama in that final. USA and GB, and in the end, Great Britain coming home in 4th place, so they will both take the 3-second time penalty, USA 1 and Great Britain. Very, very dramatic. Do not rule out either of those nations, though. There have been medals from both Team GB and Team USA, and you can see there that collision between GB and USA. GB having a tough time of things out there. Second collision, as mentioned, losing his goggles. They're going to have to be picked up before the next run. Always got to cross the line with a trick. So, time for semi-final 2, and if semi-final 1 has anything to go by, and I say semi-final 2, I mean heat 2. If semi-final 1 has anything to go by, we are in for a thriller. Above the clouds here in Lillehammer. Weather's cleared. The tension certainly hasn't. USA and GB colliding. Chance now for Canada, who take the first lead, and wow, really quick start that again from GB and USA, and already they are back into things. Korea 1. Well, it looks pretty good for Canada, doesn't it? Korea 1 have got to try and ward off the advances of GB and USA 1. USA 1 were the favourites going into the semi-final. GB 1 closing in now on potentially second place as we look into the middle section of the course, and GB 1 have moved up into second place ahead of Korea. USA still in things here as well. Excellent stuff that from GB, who have moved themselves back into this competition. Top 2 will qualify for the final and be in with a chance of gold, silver and bronze. Korea, oh, a collision again for USA. Oh, it's just not their day. Pushing so hard to try and get back into things. But it is going to be Canada who cross the line in first place and consolidate their starts and make it through to the final. Wonderful run that from GB, who will be alongside Canada in the final, battling for gold. Commiseration for USA and for Korea. I think making some feelings felt there. Korea won, sadly unable to turn that second place start into a place in the final. And this is probably the moment where USA went tumbling out of the competition. It was at that point that USA 1 realised it's not their day. Beautiful conditions now in Lillehammer. The fog has lifted. The competition has come to light. Bright as the sun is shining down on this arena. Semi-final 1 is done and dusted. Still waiting, of course, for the second semi-final, which will determine who will be in our small and grand finals. Korea 1 and USA 1 already in the small final. Canada and Great Britain in the big final. And we're just pausing then for our second semi-final. Smoothing off the bottom of those boards. A quick wave at the camera. Hi mum, hi dad, whoever's watching at home. I'm waxing snowboards on the telly. Japan 1, France, RPC 1. And Japan 2. This will be interesting, won't it? To see how Japan 1 and Japan 2 get on against each other. It will not be all friends on course in this particular instance. Teammates up against each other. Lots of people dotted around the course, making sure the event runs smoothly. A little bit of snow in the air as well. We've got all the seasons here today. We've got summer, winter. Well, fog's not really a season, is it? But it's there. We had a nice little smattering of snow yesterday. It's a lot whiter than it was on these hills than it has been over the past few days. Some locals perhaps making the most of the conditions to have a bit of skiing. Someone's enjoying their day. Big smile on the face. What's he got there then? Well, this is the top of the course, and you can see the athletes not quite ready yet. Bit of a break between the first and second semi-finals. So second semi-final nearly ready to get going. Getting to the tail end of this competition now, aren't we? We'll have nothing but finals to bring you after this next match-up. Lots of laughter and smiles. So here we go then. Confirmation of
Right into the gate.
Our next battles. Here we go then. Ready for semi-final 2. Off we go. Japan 1, France RPC 1, and Japan 2, all on the course. Japan 1 in the red, out off to a good start. Japan 2 in second place. So it's all Japan at the moment, but coming under pressure from France now. France look like they could be about to move into second place. They do. So France have done their best to split Japan 1 and Japan 2. Japan 1 in the red, looking to make their way through to the final. Japan 1 have consolidated that lead. Japan 2 have dropped back into third. France in second. RPC further back in fourth place. Top 2 will do it. This is the first of 2 finals. Japan 1 is looking like they're going to start with a bang. Japan 1 win the first heat. France in second. Japan 2 in third. RPC in fourth.
What a close race.
We like it. We love you guys. You rock.
Right us into the gate.
So this is it, the conclusion of the semi-finals. Japan 1, France RPC 1, and Japan 2. Off we go then. Japan 1 with a quick start, closely followed by France and by Japan 2. Winner will guarantee a place in the final, as will second place. Japan 1 consolidating that good start. France in second place. These two won't want to put each other under too much pressure, knowing that first and second will get them through to the final. Japan 2, though, closing in on the front 2. Top 2 of this race will make it through to the final and be in with a chance of a medal. It's all to ride for here in this second semi-final. One slip, one wide turn could throw the competition away for you and your teammates. Oh, it's wide. A wobble there by France and a wide by Japan 1. But, oh, it's nearly a fall by Japan 2, and it's a fall by Russia. Drama in the last few turns. It's got foggy again, and it's difficult to see. I think it's going to be Japan 1 who are going to cross the line. Final jump. Japan 1 qualify, as do France. Heart in your mouth moment in the middle stage of that course. But it is Japan 1 who are through to the final alongside France. Japan 2 will have to settle for a race in the small final alongside RPC 2. So there are your finals. The small final is Korea 1, USA 1, Japan 2 and RPC 1. The grand final is Canada, GB, Japan 1 and France. So that then classification, USA 1, RPC 1, Korea 1 and Japan 2. In the small final, Japan 1, Great Britain, Canada and France will be competing for gold, silver and bronze. And attention now turns to our women's snowboard cross team. Netherlands, Canada and Switzerland will be taking part in this next part of the competition.
We can't sing. I don't know. Hi, Mom. Okay.
So gearing up then for the first heats of the women's final. 3 teams, Netherlands, Canada and Switzerland. Van Beek and Van Schoten for the Netherlands. Van Schoten will be looking to make this 3 consecutive gold medals here in Lillehammer. Fantastic achievement. Hamel and de Jong for Canada and Chop and Walther for Switzerland. Here we go then, the women's final about to get underway. Switzerland, Netherlands and Canada. Switzerland in the blue, Canada in the green, Netherlands in the red. Off we go! So, slow start there from the Netherlands. Really quick starts from Canada, who storm into the lead here in the first of 2 heats in this final. This will be gold, silver and bronze, but in which order? Canada flying, Hamel and de Jong. Slow starts from the Netherlands, who have been so well supported here in Lillehammer, with vocal fans on all of the World Championships, Nordic and Alpine as well. Oh, nearly losing her footing there. The Swiss athletes. So it's not about getting through to any finals or semi-finals. This is a straight to final event. Gold, silver and bronze will be decided. It's really close as we approach the final stages of this course. Who is going to take the advantage heading into the final run? And it is confirmed as Canada. Switzerland narrowly behind in second. Netherlands with work to do.
That is the difference between Canada and the Netherlands. So anything goes, anything's possible. For the second run, it's women's final.
So here we go then. The women's final will be decided in the next couple of moments. Primed and ready to go. Off we go then. Quick starts from Canada, who have the advantage heading to this final. Netherlands with work to do, currently in third place, but storming through the field. It's given chance, though, to Canada to get away quickly. Canada on track for gold. Netherlands moving up into second place. So Switzerland falling back into third. Can Canada catch up Netherlands? We're going to find out in the next few minutes, but it's going to really take an effort for Netherlands. Canada are flying. Oh, a little slip there. It's never over until the end, is it? Netherlands are storming through. They've moved ahead of Switzerland, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think it's going to be gold for Canada, for Hamel and de Jong. It's a straight ride to the finish. No one in the way now. Netherlands feel perhaps like their opportunity has slipped away here on the sliding snow in Lillehammer. It's going to be Canada who are going to take gold as we go to our drone shot overhead, which gives you a wonderful view of those final few banks. Heading towards the final jump. The fog's got thicker again, but the way is clearing for Canada as they are on track to gold. It's gold for Canada here in Lillehammer. Hamel and de Jong have done it. Silver in the end for Netherlands, with Switzerland having to take bronze. But it is Canada who have done it in dramatic style.
Keep back the pile, what's going down there?
Cool. Super cool.
Also happy just to be right.
I thought you were
Smiles all
gonna die,
around.
I know. Oh, thank you.
Small final Tuesday one, RPC one, Korea one, Japan 2.
Time now then for the small final. USA 1, RPC 1, Korea 1 and Japan 2.
And I'm trying to catch up to you. Got down to the finish line. You're never carrying a snowboard down again. There's a nice little trick. But do you remember that? This is strapped down. Yeah, but
So we're building up to coverage of our small final here. Athletes just making the most of their time here in Lillehammer, taking in every moment. Is that a smile or a sneer? Korean team having fun out here. Look at that view. Beautiful. Tips of the trees just over the tops of those white mountains in the distance. Snow settling wonderfully last night. The clouds falling ever lower. Although I can't tell you, I know I've been going on about it, but the fog is back. Just 4 races left to bring you. I'm fixing something or other there. Looks like some spirit leveler or something. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. It's cold today as well. They're having a time out here. Great time, aren't they? It's like the Australian teams come out to watch the final. Canadian winners just on your screen there. The team of Hamel and de Jong.
like how we're just putting two guys.
So if you are just joining in and tuning in for coverage here for the 2021 World Para Snow Sports Championships in Lillehammer, welcome. Where have you been? You've already missed one final, but don't worry, we've got two finals to bring you, the small final and the big final. It's like a sea of cloud out there, isn't it? Really just makes for some beautiful shots here in Lillehammer. Day 10 here of the 2021 World Para Snow Sports Championships. Nordic coverage as well as alpine skiing coverage. Now it's time for snowboarding. Just one more day of competition tomorrow. We'll be bringing you Nordic and alpine conclusions. This is the final day of snowboarding. Conversations going on up and down the course. Great shot this is, look at that. Satisfying to watch, isn't it? Waxing the bottom of those boards. Here we go though, the small final is about to get underway. Korea 1, USA 1, Japan 2, and RPC 1 missing out on the chance for medals. Here we go then.
Yeah.
So, tightening the straps and tightening the tension here on the snowboarding course.
Right us into the gate.
It all comes down to this for these athletes. Positions 5th to 8th to be decided. Off we go! Level pegging as they leave the starting platform. And already it's a solid start there. Oh, a bit of a fall there. Well, he's okay, which is the main thing. But that was a heavy fall as we make our way now down to the final part of the course. All still to play for in this battle for 5th, 6th and 7th. We've lost one of our riders, and again you just lose the athletes in the thickness of the fog. I think that was USA 1 who fell. And it looks like it's Japan 2 who are going to cross the line. This is Korea 1 take it. Japan 2 in 2nd place. RPC 1 in 3rd, with USA 1 coming home in 4th place. That shot really shows you how thick that fog has become. It was a big impact there for USA 1. Thankfully, everyone's okay. Just slid and crashing into the protective netting. That's what it's there for. And he's okay, which is the main thing. You lose the athletes deep into the fog coming down the course. Look at just how thick that is. So race interrupted. We're going to have a pause now as they fix the netting on the side. That's what that yellow flag means. If you're just tuning in, there was a big collision by the USA 1 team. Everyone's okay, that's the main thing. But we will have to take a brief pause now whilst we repair that netting. Again, emphasising that is what it's there for. Safety netting, safety first. In the grand final, Canada GP, Japan 1 and France taking place. Japan 1 consisting of Oiwani and Ichikawa. A team from France consisting of Montegioni, who is vying for a 3rd gold medal, and Vaglica. Team GB, James Barnes-Miller and Ollie Hill. And a team from Canada consisting of Massey and Turner. Race interrupted whilst they repair the course. So brief pause whilst they repair the course. A crash from Team USA 1. Slightly disappointing run for USA, who were probably the favourites coming into this competition but struggled in their semi-final after crashing out on the first run. Estimated 2 minutes for them to get the nets repaired and back to the safety standards required for the race to continue. Fans looking on with some concern in their face, but everything's okay other than the weather. It's cold, not breezy though today. We had perfect conditions yesterday, absolutely perfect. Well, the athletes are getting themselves ready now, which suggests we're closing in then on this 2nd small final run. They've done their job and done it well. All the assistance from the team working here, volunteers, etc. has been splendid to see the event come together. But it's time now for the small final. Japan 2, RPC 1, USA 1 and Korea 1.
Right us into the game.
Oh!
Ready? Attention!
The battle for 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th is underway. Great starts from Korea 1 and Japan 2. Japan 2 shooting into a lead. So this is really close between Japan 2 and Korea 1. It looks like it's going to be a flat-out battle between these two. Japan 2 have built up a decent lead heading into the final stages of this course. This is for 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th, the small final. Japan, oh, it's a fall, it's another fall. This time it is again for USA, so USA are out of it. Here comes Japan 2. Final jump, and Japan 2 have done it. Korea 1 coming home in 6th place overall. Big smiles and laughter on the finish line. And I think we've had another fall. Well, a fall from RPC 1 by the looks of it as well. So RPC1 crossed the line
What a fun event it has been. Team battle.
as we build up to our big final. The battle for gold coming up next. Confirmation then that Japan 2, Korea 1, RPC 1 and USA finish in respective order. Japan 2 in 5th place overall, Korea 1 in 6th, RPC 1 in 7th place. USA 1 in 8th as we build up then to our final.
Starting order for the big final, Japan 1, Great Britain, Canada, and France.
So, GB in green, Japan 1 in red, France in yellow, and Canada in blue. This is the men's final. It's the first of 2 runs. This will determine the medals. Quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals. But it all comes down to this. This is the first of 2 races, and they looked ready to go, but there's been a pause. A sigh of breath from France there. Montagioni and Vaglica know that there is a chance of gold here. Montagioni looking to make it 3 out of 3 golds. Apparently they're pausing because of the fog, we've been told. And that is why. Well, if they're waiting for the fog, who knows how long they could be waiting for. It is absolutely thick as it gets. Of all the times for the fog to descend so deeply on the course, it has to be just before the grand final of the men's snowboard cross team events. Can barely see a yard in front. Just for confirmation, we have paused because of the fog. Drama ahead of this final. Fog over your eyes. Race interrupted, they were just about to go. Well, race director is making the call. Alex has a lot on his plate, but is making the decision to pause the event until the fog clears. That's a bit better. So they're going to be given a 2 minutes warning by the sound of things. This is a lot to deal with. It adds to the pressure, doesn't it? Yeah, they're off the boards. So the race director has made the decision to pause the event.
Well, it's almost just training for Big White.
You can hear the laughter and the banter on the start line. It would be interesting to see how thick the fog is on the course from the rider's perspective. So we've been told it's a break with a 2 minute warning. So we will get a 2 minute warning, by which point the fog might be back. This is the grand final. Canada, consisting of Massey and Turner. Team GB, consisting of Barnes, Miller and Hill. Team Japan 1, consisting of Oiwani and Ichikawa. If Ichikawa wins, expect a celebration on the finish line, hopefully, if we have the same as yesterday. And France is Montajoni and Vaglika. And bear in mind, Montajoni has won 2 golds at this event already. Well, we've been given the 2-minute warning, so expect this final to start in the next 2 minutes. Drama ahead of the men's snowboard cross team final. The athletes made to wait for an agonizing extra 4 minutes. They were just about to go when the race director made the call to interrupt the race and wait. That there at the front of your screen is Montajoni, a 2-time gold medalist here in Lillehammer. Canada alongside, Team GB alongside Canada, and Japan 1 on the far side. You could argue that the position of Japan 1 is the best position to start because you have the inside line on the first turn. Off we go, and it is a good start from Japan 1, who will get that inside line heading into the first turn. But out in front, in the initial stages, is Canada. Canada with a fantastic start. These are 4 of the best athletes in this sport, and they will be battling each other the whole way down. Strong start by Canada. They're in first place. Japan 1 in second. GB in third, but moving and putting pressure on Japan. GB move up into second place. They've got to try and not make contact. They just about avoid each other. There's 3 athletes all side to side. This all plays nicely into the hands of Canada. Oh, coming around the outside there is France. Montajoni looking to make it 3 out of 3 goals. Oh, it's a collision. It's a collision. My goodness me, between France and Great Britain. That's cleared the way for Canada and Japan. Canada crossed the line in first place, Japan in second. And with all the work to do, it's GB and France who collided and will take a 3-second time penalty. Wow. Well, Canada and Japan will be feeling confident about medals now, won't they? It'll be a flat-out battle between them for gold. France and Great Britain will be battling for bronze. Who knows? They could come back into things and push their way into that battle for top 2. But they were all so close, it felt inevitable there would be a collision. Montajoni was coming back for France in the yellow bib. It was at this point, 3 do not go into 1. Somehow Japan 1 got away with that. Really close racing. This is where things came to a head. And Montajoni tried to get round, got past Team GB, cut right, and there we go. Team GB have had a couple of collisions so far this event, haven't they? And it just left things clear for Canada and for Japan 1, who are separated by just 0.55. This is going to be a fascinating conclusion to this event, to the snowboarding here in Lillehammer. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen, watching from home. Get your popcorn ready, get your tea brewed. Settle yourself in for world-class para snowboarding action. It all comes down to this. Japan 1, Great Britain, Canada and France. The athletes are nervous. I'm nervous. I'm sure you watching from home are nervous. Who takes gold? Canada, Japan, Great Britain or France? Canada will be leading the way, and has there been a pause by the race director? No, I don't think there has. We had a big pause before the first heat. It'll all be decided now. GB and Canada
Riders ready.
Japan won and France.
Attention.
Canada and Japan won will lead us off. Canada will be first. Off go Canada and off go Japan. So this could be the battles that we are watching in this grand final. GB ahead of France at the moment. Solid start this from Canada, who have raced into an early lead. They had that 0.55 head start heading into this final. The battles for gold, silver and bronze are alive. The fog has cleared. It gives the chance for a clear run. GB are putting pressure now on Japan. But it is Canada out in front and looking untouchable. Going a little bit wide there, and Japan won move in. But they aren't close enough to put pressure now. GB closing in on Japan 1 in that battle for silver. It looks as though it's going to be Canada who are going to take gold. It's been a solid run the whole way through for Massey and Turner. It's gold for Canada. It's silver for Japan 1. Great Britain take the bronze, with France coming home in 4th place. Canada have done it. They are the gold medalists in the men's snowboard cross-team events. Japan won taking silver, Great Britain with bronze, and look at those scenes on the finish line. Look how much it means to these athletes. Well, all the drama came in the first heats with the delay for the fog, the collisions on the course between France and GB. But GB have won themselves a medal. It will be another medal for James Barnes-Miller, who has made it 3 medals out of 3. But Canada take the gold. Massey with the 2nd medal after getting silver in the slalom. Turner with a 2nd gold medal after getting gold in the cross yesterday and bronze in the slalom. So 3 medals for Turner. Great day for Canada, who win both the men's and the women's. It's a double Canada gold here in the team cross. So, confirmation then of the results. Canada in 1st place, Netherlands in 2nd, Switzerland in 3rd. That in, of course, the big final for the women's snowboard cross. Confirmation then of the men's snowboard cross team final results. A 2nd gold of the day for Canada. Japan won with silver. Great Britain with bronze. France just missing out on the medal. That collision in the 1st heat, unable to come back from that. We're not too far away from the medal ceremony. We're also going to have interviews with our winners, with our trackside reporter Ewan Dunlop, braving the conditions to get the interviews. Just a moment now to reflect on what has been a great 3 days of snowboarding action. We had the slalom events a few days ago. Yesterday was the individual cross, now the team cross. And we're going to throw now to the highlights as we wait for the medal ceremonies.
like öl och jag vill min.
Small lead, and he is taking the first at our bank one, taking a lead. He's running up. He's running up.
Here we go then. Time now for the medal ceremony to take place. We will start with coverage of the women's snowboard cross medal ceremony before, of course, the men's. And we'll hand over to our field of play announcer to talk you through the events.
So Ellen is also speaking a little bit Norwegian.
Gratulerer, Ellen. Veldig bra jobba. Me coming from Switzerland, I think they all already speak like 4 languages there, and then having Norwegian on top of that, it's impressive. In second place and winners of the silver medal, representing the Netherlands,
Renske van Beek and Lisa Ben-Schutte!
And in first place, winners of the gold medal and world champions from Canada,
Sanjin Hamel and Lisa Mitchell!
Handing out the medals for this championship. The last medals handed out is wonderful World Championship para snowboarding. We are being congratulated by the junior riders from Norway, Nora and Lia, and headed by our General Secretary of the Board Association, Nora. Looking like she's having a hard time keeping a straight face. Nice. Over bows. In honor of these successful athletes and the winner, the national anthem of Canada! Going back to this World Championship. Shows everybody what's all about.
So a proud moment for all our medalists there. Canada with gold, Netherlands with silver, Switzerland with bronze. Many congratulations to Hamel and de Jong as we hand over to Ewan Dunlop to bring us our live interviews.
Ladies, you are the world champions. How does that feel?
You go first. I don't know what to say.
It feels absolutely amazing. We've been waiting for this moment, so to actually capture it has been so cool.
I mean, is it more special to do it together?
I think it is. Usually we always race against each other, so it's the first time that we could actually team up. And I mean, we're happy to bring gold
home for Canada.
Thank you. You see, I need her to actually finish my sentence.
Foggy out there today, wasn't it?
It was super foggy.
Super foggy. But actually, we could see pretty much everything as it was.
Yeah, it kind of cleared up in spots, and we were lucky on our runs we did. The visibility was really good. We did a good job with the dye, so it was really good.
And with the boys also winning gold, great day for Canada. Massive celebrations at the end, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, there'll be some rosé at the end for sure.
And I agree with that statement.
Ladies, congratulations. Have a fantastic evening.
Thank you.
Certainly sounds like there's going to be a few champagne corks popped in the Canadian post-team party this evening. Double gold for Canada. Fantastic interview there with Hamel and de Jong. Understandably thrilled to pick up their gold medal. So time now to hand back over to our announcers here in the stadium in Lillehammer for the men's snowboard cross medal ceremony.
From Norges Skiforbund. In third place and winner of the bronze medal from Great Britain,
James Barnes-Miller and Ollie Hill.
give it up! In second place, a winner of the silver medal from Japan,
Masataka Oiwana and Takahito Ichikawa.
Yep. And in first place, winner of the gold medal and the world champion from Canada,
Alex Messi and Tyler Turner.
dominated by Canada in this competition.
Getting their medals.
From the medal buffet. Medal self-service. That's the way to do it. Being congratulated by the three girls, Nora, Elina, Elia, and Viola of the Board Association of Norway. Still proud to have the only pure board association in the world. In honor of these successful athletes and the winner, the national anthem of Canada.
For Canada, 2 times the national anthem of Canada played out over the mountains here in Lillehammer. Many congratulations to Japan with the silver and Great Britain with the bronze. Oiwana and Ichikawa with the silver.
And we thank you all for a beautiful day here in Hafjell.
So they'll be posing for a few photos.
And we wish you all
As we await now the interview.
Thank you.
Well, the camera's there, and I think our reporter is there, so it is time to hand down to Ewan Dunlop as he will bring us an interview with the Canadian gold medalist once again.
Gentlemen, huge congratulations. How does it feel to be world champions?
Incredible. Been chasing this one for 8 years, so so good to finally sing my national anthem.
I mean, how does it feel to do it together? Because you look like best of friends. You're having a great time here in Lillehammer, aren't you?
Oh,
it's amazing. I mean, I got to be up here yesterday, and it's great to have Bubs up here help me sing that anthem because, yeah, he can wail it.
Oh man, it's just nice, like, just to finally get here and to do it with a team and have the girls do it as well is pretty incredible. Just to finally have the team doing what we know they should be doing.
I mean, the girls did it as well. How are you guys going to celebrate tonight?
I'm gonna have about 18 Coronas with lime.
Yeah, got that 2 a.m. flight, so we'll keep her going until then.
Yeah, there you go. It's easier to sleep when you're a little bit drunk, you know.
I know you've both had great weeks. Does this just top it off? Is this the perfect ending to the snowboard here in Norway?
Yeah, this is amazing. This has been an amazing experience, my first time, so just really happy to, show up, get to do it for 2 weeks here and finish it off with the team event here. The whole team doing well. It's a pretty cool feeling.
Guys, I'm sure you're going to celebrate very, very hard this evening. Huge congratulations.
Oh, I will. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Great interviews on the start-finish straight. Do remember, if you're watching for home, to make sure you drink responsibly. Big smiles on the face of all the Canadians. It's a Canadian double-header here in Lillehammer. That concludes our coverage of the snowboarding cross. Thanks very much for tuning in. We'll leave you with some highlights of what's been a fantastic event in the fog here in Lillehammer. Bye for now.
Say put her on that. Oh, let's just do that first. Here, do you want me to lift you on there? Yeah, stand up on it. No. Sit or stand?
That's taking a lead. We had a crash. Crash with Ollie and Evan.
Riders are in third place. Congratulations to all. Somebody wiped out.